round. They're off and running.
1,000 Stars straight into the lead, followed by Zaidpour, a couple of lengths then to Lieutenant Colonel, who's racing in third. Lots of Memories next, being followed by Zabana. After them, Jetson on the outside. Running the rail is Hurricane Fly, captain of the fleet, is next, being followed by Jezki. I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob is the back marker as they make their way now towards the first flight. And it's 1,000 Stars and Zaidpour who dispute the lead from Lieutenant Colonel, who touched down in third. They're followed by Jetson on the outside of Zabana in company with Lots of Memories. Hurricane Fly is towards the inside, captain of the fleet, and Jezki, I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob. Racing now across the far point of the track, beginning the run towards flight number 3. And it's 1,000 Stars on the inside with Zaidpour, and on the outside Lieutenant Colonel. Little between the three, Zabana just 4 and Jetson 5. Lots of Memories is 6, and Hurricane Fly on the inside of captain of the fleet, being tracked by Jezki. Couple of lengths to I Shot the Sheriff, and the back marker is Tabob. So they face up to flight number 3, and 1,000 Stars towards the inside. Paul Townend from Zaidpour, right alongside David Casey and Lieutenant Colonel. Brian Cooper up on the outside now to possibly just show in the lead as they come now to the flight that'll take them on the turn in the first time. Little between the three, 1,000 Stars, Zaidpour and Lieutenant Colonel. The three about to breast the bend now to swing in to race to the flight in front of the stands. The three are followed by Zabana, Lots of Memories. Jetson is next. Captain of the fleet, Hurricane Fly, and Jezki, I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob. Rounding the bend and straightening up for the flight that'll bring them up in front of the stands, and still 1,000 Stars on the rail. Zaidpour in the centre, and on the near side Lieutenant Colonel. These three are followed by Zabana in fourth, Lots of Memories on the rail. Then comes Jetson in sixth, Hurricane Fly against the rail, tracked by Jezki, captain of the fleet, I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob. So they've a complete circuit in the Ladbrokes World Series hurdle as they run past the judge with a circuit of the track ahead of them. And 1,000 Stars against the rail with Zaidpour and Lieutenant Colonel. These three are 4 to 5 in front of Zabana. Lots of Memories, Jetson, and they're followed by captain of the fleet with Jezki on the outside of Hurricane Fly, I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob. To the flight now to take them away from the stands. Lieutenant Colonel on the outside of Zaidpour and 1,000 Stars. These three in front of Zabana, who touched down 4, Lots of Memories. Captain of the fleet on the outside of Jetson, being followed by Jezki, who's moved a place ahead of Hurricane Fly, who's followed by I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob is the back marker. 10 lengths cover them now as they clear that flight, and 1,000 Stars back on the inside of Zaidpour. Lieutenant Colonel, Lots of Memories, Zabana, Jetson, followed by Jezki, captain of the fleet. Hurricane Fly has 2 behind, I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob. They race downhill on the far side, taking them now on the descent to the next flight. And 1,000 Stars, Zaidpour in second, Lieutenant Colonel, Lots of Memories on the inside, Jetson on the outer, Zabana in mid-division, captain of the fleet, Jezki towards the inside, being followed by Hurricane Fly, I Shot the Sheriff, and the back marker is Tabob. So they're making the turn now to swing into the back straight. Less than 10 furlongs ahead of them, and 1,000 Stars and Zaidpour with Lieutenant Colonel in third place. Lots of Memories 4, Jetson 5, Jezki 6, Zabana 7, captain of the fleet 8, followed by Hurricane Fly, couple of lengths to I Shot the Sheriff, and Tabob. Racing now right across from the stands with 5 flights left and less than a mile ahead of them, and 1,000 Stars just the leader for Paul Townend. Half a length to stable companions Zaidpour and David Casey. These are being followed by Lieutenant Colonel on the outside for Brian Cooper. They're being followed by Lots of Memories, Jezki making ground on the inside, travelling well, being followed by Zabana, captain of the fleet, and Hurricane Fly. Tabob relegates I Shot the Sheriff to be the back marker. Over the fourth from home, 1,000 Stars and Zaidpour. Lieutenant Colonel on the outside and Jezki making ground on the inside, a close-up fourth. Lots of Memories being followed by Jetson. Hurricane Fly creeping closer now to track Jezki, and then Zabana, captain of the fleet, and Tabob and I Shot the Sheriff. They're on the run now towards 3 from home in the Ladbrokes World Series hurdle, and 1,000 Stars joined by Lieutenant Colonel, being followed by Jezki on the inside. Then comes Jetson, Lots of Memories, Hurricane Fly towards the inside. Captain of the Fleet and Zabana next as Zaidpur weakens. They're racing now towards the second last. And it's Jetson picking up on the outside for Davy Russell to land just in the lead from Lieutenant Colonel. They're being followed now by Jezki and Hurricane Fly. Moves into fourth, being followed by Tabob, who's made ground from the back, and then Zabana. But it's Jetson from Jezki and Hurricane Fly in third. In fourth place, Lieutenant Colonel. Now they're into the straight. Jetson is the leader. Jezki and Hurricane Fly racing now into dangerous territory now as they bid for 3 miles for the first time. And Jezki goes for home for Mark Walsh. Hurricane Fly towards the outside. Ruby Walsh. They're down to the final flight. It doesn't make any difference what distance they run. They're going to throw up a great deal of entertainment. But today is Jezki's day, leading Hurricane Fly towards the finish. Jezki over 3 miles is going to get the better of Hurricane Fly, and Jezki and Mark Walsh win. For JP McManus, in second place is Hurricane Fly, and you don't often say that. Third is Zabana. Fourth home is Lieutenant Colonel.